Hello Scorpio, welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. This is the final part to your 4-part series, Rod and Staff General Reading. Before we get started, I'd like to say thanks and homage to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now, this reading is dealing with your finances and what areas of your life needs to be unblocked or worked through in order that you can see the abundance that you're seeking in 2020. Okay, so let's get started. This says Empress. It says lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. The next message is support, and it says, I surround myself with supportive people who believe in my dreams. The next message is music, and it's harmony. And it says, this is a time of considerable harmony for you, one where the various elements in your life are flowing together smoothly. The challenge is to sustain this inner accord even when there is considerable dissonance outside of your own mind, heart, and body. Note the sensations, emotions, and thoughts you experience when everything seems to be moving along well. Take 3 deep breaths and let your breathing be the anchor that reminds you of this state of consciousness. Whenever you perceive chaos around you, know that it is a mirror for your inner turmoil. When you recognize this, take 3 or more breaths to bring forth the memory of those moments when your life was like a symphony. Then every time you exhale, you are releasing the energy of your internal state of harmony into the world, and it will have amazing effects. Okay, the next message we have is faith. And the message reads, we are all wounded. Some wounds are recognized easily while others are not. Forge ahead and do not allow your pain to hold you back. You are meant to inspire others, and if you do not carry on, they will suffer. It is time to deliver your message. Okay. What frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you are experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. I have tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Am I willing to allow myself to shine? Narrow focus, miracles all around, not following wise counsel, not accepting your gifts, using energy in a self-defeating way, gifts, muse, and fear. The next message that we have is number 15, Wolf, and it's inner power, inner strength, take risks, face your deepest fears, faithfulness, harmony, and discipline, self-acceptance, intuition, and a learning spirit. Another message is from the Shadow and Light deck, and it's number 17, Strangely Lonely. And it says, holding on way too tight. This sweet and defiant being holds fast to her Celtic cross, clutching her beliefs, because without it, she is not sure who she truly is. Perhaps it was given to her by a beloved. Perhaps it represents her family, a loved one, or an aspect of her soul. But the reason she holds on so tight is that she is lonely and has yet to connect with her soul family on a day-to-day basis. You may be surrounded by people, even who you call friends, but you still feel extremely lonely amidst it all. You may feel like you need a barrier between yourself and the world. You are holding so tightly to something that is proving to be a barrier between you and others. You may need to open up just a little and to admit that you crave like-minded people around you. Not people who do the same thing for a living as you, but people who speak to your soul. You've got some questions that truly need answers, or at least exploration. It's time to consult friends who tell us what they see, not what they think we wish to hear. And what you are likely to hear is that you must let something go. One dilemma while living in a world you feel you must protect is that you fear other people intruding on it, disturbing the delicate balance. So you hold on tighter to whatever you have, whatever you feel makes you you. Your inner world is an imaginative paradise or hell depending on your state of mind. Please let go, just a little, to interact and engage with loving others, and therefore helps you to recreate your world anew. So give up your security blanket, even just for a moment. Now, the last message we have for your first part of this reading is 23, betrayer, cheater, sadly of self. Fingers outstretched, pointing, looking for someone to blame, all the while refuting the knowledge of your intuition gave. You're so aware of the signs, the facts you have stacked and stacked, but for some damn reason you keep going back. So at this point, those knives that are stuck in your back are really all yours. No one to blame, no reason to be sad or mad. When we deny our intuition its rightful place in our lives, we dismiss our own truths. We become the victim and violator of our own nature. How long will you betray your own path? How long will you cheat your higher self out of the life you deserve? So as you can see, Scorpio, what this is saying is that you have to step into your Empress mode regardless of gender. If you're the male gender or the female gender, this is just energies. So you have to step in this Empress mode and give birth to your dreams. You know, you need to find supportive people who can also help you with this. Have faith that regardless if you're having inner turmoil, have faith to know that you'll get through it because you have the inner power and strength. You know, through discipline, you can find harmony. If you can remember this breathing exercise that this card mentioned, you can rebalance yourself when you find yourself drifting to the part of the journey that you're not wanting to stay in. And come back. You know, sometimes we hold on to this pain because it feels more comfortable, you know, to stay in something that you know, and it's more fearful for you to step out and do something that your heart and your soul really wants to do. So you stay stuck in routines. And all that happens is that you end up betraying yourself. You know? So take the risk. Face those fears. You know, you have to step out on faith. I mean, this is exactly the same what the last reading was about. Reading number 3 is about you stepping out on faith and you not allowing yourself to be held back. Okay, let's get into part 2. You received raise or promotion, and it says, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is the result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on divine guidance. Keep up the good work. What is that? Sorry. You know, because this card speaks to the Empress. So you have to be able to overcome any pain that you might be in, so that you can bring in this raise and promotion and the Empress energies. We also received sever vows of poverty. And it says, dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously and unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So you're not going to be able to get here if you're in a lack mentality. You know, this card spoke of using your powers in a self-defeating way, because you have a richness to you. And it seems like with these readings that I've done for you, is that it's being barricaded behind fear, in lack of faith in what you truly desire to achieve. It says, do some research. You need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. And it says, sacrifice. There are those worth making and those that will destroy you. So again, if you're trying to achieve abundance and you're not sure because you're just stepping out on your path, do the research. You know, first go within in a quiet, cool, calm place and do the inner work to find out what the soul is yearning for. You know, and make the sacrifice to sever these vows of poverty. It's not godly to live poor. You know, many of us, we get caught up in this penance of, oh, I have to restrict myself. And no, nature is abundant in all things. There is no lack mentality in nature. That is a perceived notion that we as beings on this earth have chose to take it up as a way of showing how holy we are. But sever those vows of poverty, sacrifice them, because if you do not, they're going to destroy you and you're going to miss out on this abundance. Now, secondly, we received obstacles and blocks are lifted. And it says, all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Again, with the Empress and the Faith and the Harmony card. You know, you have to stay within this. When you feel yourself drifting back to any lack mentality, you have to refocus in your Empress stance, draw back on your faith, and remember that harmony of the internal world is absolutely necessary to be able to create. You also receive, whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger and resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. Again, with the Faith card, because remember it spoke of having pain that was unreleased and that would be blocking your success. So if you're in a state of being blocked because someone has hurt you, do yourself a favor and forgive this person for your own abundance, not for them. I mean, it's good and all well for them, you know, but do it for yourself first and foremost, because we all need to be forgiven at times. And when you walk around with this resentment, it just totally clogs up your manifestations. And lastly, we have Selkie and her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. So exactly, if you can forgive whoever, whatever, whenever, however, and reclaim yourself, go back into who you are truly, you know, standing firmly on your path, on your square, the obstacles and blocks will be lifted for you, and you can achieve the abundance that you're in search of. Now, we have no more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have the abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. And what do we have with this is practice, practice, practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. And we have secrecy and Yamaya. Now, Yamaya, when we are in, where we are in this lack mentality, we often come to a place where we find it hard not to complain. And we do it so effortlessly. We're just like, oh, woe is me. Oh, my day is so bad. Oh, I'm broke today and I can't believe, and this shouldn't have happened. But all those things, the word sound is power. So it produces more of these things into our lives that we don't want. So what this is telling you to do is to practice your affirmations. It's not going to be something easy that you just turn your mind around from what it's used to doing, but it can be overcome with daily practice. And you don't have to tell anyone that you're doing this. You could do this to yourself. You can keep quiet about these new things that you're bringing into your life, because when we speak about our dreams before they're manifest, it takes away the power. So work in silence and do what is necessary for you. I'm going to read what Yamaya is. And it says, a golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Like the ocean, life moves in waves and tides. Timing is everything. So when an opportunity presents itself, you must dive in at that moment. Everything that you've done to prepare yourself will accompany you. Yet, if you hesitate or procrastinate, another opportunity will surely come along, just as the tides wash in and out continuously. Like the ocean, life is rich with variety and beauty. Enjoy experiencing its various rhythms and allow all doubts to be washed away. Prayers are being answered. Get ready for a big, happy changes. Celebrate your success. Know that you're qualified and ready for this new opportunity. Gotta remember, the Empress is here for you. So with the practice that you've done or that you will be doing within the time frame from now until January, you will be ready for this opportunity that's coming, this brand new, giving birth to your dreams, the lavish abundance that you're seeking. Finally getting on your path and sticking to your path and not allowing someone else to take you from it. Because sometimes we're on our path and we step off of our path to help someone to get on our path. Instead of just dropping the seeds and keep walking on your path and hoping that their seeds will sprout so they can get on their path when they're ready. Now, the last sets of messages is organized for success. It says, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan for your next chapter. Will help you know and plan your next action steps. Okay. It says, admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. And we have Aphrodite return of Aphrodite temple, birth of a goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred, and beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. So exactly, you have to have integrity in form and spirit. So in deeds, actions, and words, you have to be true to yourself. To thy own self be true. You have to. Because you're ready to, again, with this Empress, you are ready to give birth to your dreams. It is there for you. All you have to do is have faith and harmony and seek the support and stop holding on to these things that no longer serve that no longer serve you. Because as the Amaya came out, that there was a golden opportunity for you. If you could sever the vows of poverty, you know, and no more complaining. Make the necessary sacrifices. Reclaim your authenticity. And practice. Well, I thank you, Scorpio, for coming to the Black-Hearted Oracle. I hope this message finds you well. And I pray that you find your higher self in the quiet places. And may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe. Have a blessed 2020.